Can I be a fruitarian with acne? Won't the sugar give me pimples? This is Josh. So I've only yesterday began watching your videos, and I've got to say I want to begin fruitarianism right now. Well, Josh, it can make it worse. Only it's not the sugar, it's the astringents. Now, you've got to remember, fruit sugar is the best sugar on the planet, which is fructose, glucose. This isn't high fructose corn syrup or any crap like that. Don't get confused. You know, man tries to confuse people. It's the negative forces that would like to get you away from fruit eating, because that's what builds your positive side. That's what builds your awareness. So there's a lot trying to destroy that. It's like, yeah, go ahead, you won't stop it. When you're getting into these higher levels of feeling good and loving yourself and everyone else, and the fruits love you back, you feel that. The tastes are so good. You know, it's tastes. And when you see how good you feel, it doesn't matter if you cheat once in a while, who cares? But what's your primary food source? You know, but when you're detoxifying, these are special times, and you have to get up to these higher levels. That's all I can say about it. And a lot of times your skin will explode because you're opening the doors. You're putting more energy and nutrition in your body, and your body's going, let's clean this stuff out. And out it goes. It goes out the skin, it goes out the pee-pee, it goes out the nose, the ears, vaginal, rectal, or any other hole that might be created. Remember, I've told you people have actually, I've detoxified people so fast their skin split open and tumors popped out. That's pretty good. So it's interesting how the body wants to get rid of this. Remember what was she, 6 years old, brain tumor popped out in the surgeon's hand? Couldn't believe it. That was pretty good. I only had her on about 3 weeks of total fruitarianism, but it took only about 3 weeks for that to pop out at him. That's pretty good. I'm 19 and have suffered with acne since about the age of 12. Now look how many of you guys that are in your teens and your 20s have this skin issues. And it's just all lymph toxicity within the body. And it's sad stuff, because you got to remember your glands are down more than anybody else's as well. Your thyroids are down, your adrenals are down more than your parents, because you're in the downline. And you're in a downline in a very, very dark period of time on this planet, guys. And all I can tell you, keep your heads up, go for the light, go for spirituality, go for the unknown. You know, seek more than what you're experiencing on this planet. Get away from the desires of having houses and boats and cars and all this stuff like that. Put your real money on consciousness and on awareness, things that give you satisfaction and make your heart pound with love and joy, things you can't take away from someone, because no matter what situation you're in, that's your survival throughout eternity. Your toys are your toys. Play, have fun, let them go. Who cares? They're just toys. Hold on to them and they can burn you. I've been reading Mike Walden's Acne No More book, which, don't get me wrong, has helped me a lot by educating me to eat 75% raw food. Oh no, there's a lot of great books out there, and a lot of people with this, absolutely. A lot of natural hygienic books and stuff like that out there that are good on raw and stuff, absolutely. We don't claim to be the only ones. However, there are a lot of supplements and only one fruit per day. Yeah, I disagree with that totally. Allowed due to sugar. You know, this is where these people are confused. And I find this kind of interesting, that practitioners or people that write books would be confused about the type of sugar that fruit have. Not good. And you don't blame sugar on acne anyway. That would be a huge mistake, because sugar has nothing to do with that. You know, sugar is carbon, and carbon is burned as fuel. Too much fuel, of course, too much carbon stored as fat, or glycogen. So all I got to say is that you're blaming a fuel when it's a lymphatic. This is a sewer system problem, not a fuel problem. So as you can imagine, 75% raw veggies is not very fun, not at all. Not very at all. That's why, and that's been my point. We're not herbivores. We're frugivores. And if we choose to mix it up, who cares? But when you slip off of that diet and you go down toward the same foods that got you sick again, you're going the wrong way. And you'll find out, or those will find out that'll do that, you know. People have tried already to go back. Real hard to do that. I hear the stories. I recently stumbled upon the fruit diet and now see that it is curing acne along with absolutely, well, everything a person could have wrong with them, absolutely. I've done this for 45 years almost now. So, I mean, it's not like I'm a stranger to this. I mean, I've worked with this all my life. And so our reputation been out there for years. We just, and it's just that it's truth, guys. It's just that it's truth. We can argue the fine points, yada, 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 okay. But we're frugivores. You can't deny that anatomically and physiologically. Sorry. There has been no adaptation change to making us carnivores or omnivores, actually. I have not seen the body parts change or adapt in any way to that. And when we go back to omnivorish eating, kicks our ass bad. Let me see here. I am now accustomed to strictly mung beans and one serving of cooked sweet potato and cooked veggies a day. Good lad, my friend. I don't think I'll struggle with cravings at all. In fact, I'd much rather only fruit than what I'd eat. And I'd do all fruit then. All fruit. Our problem is getting quality fruit. When you're standing in Indonesia or you're standing in Costa Rica eating on some of these incredible fruits, and someone is saying fruit isn't good for you, it's kind of a joke. The joke's on them. The problem with it is we in the States, we in different countries need our agricultural departments to wake the frig up to what man really needs and start getting this in the consciousness of growing fruits and vegetables. It's no brainer. It's in the news all over the place. Even the pharmaceutical companies are using fruits and vegetables, primarily fruits if you hadn't noticed, in their commercials. Like the Ensure people, give me a friggin' break. Or you'll see it in a lot of pharmaceuticals. You'll see a bowl of fruit on the table by two people talking. Oh, these guys aren't stupid. You know, the subconscious in identifying, oh, this must be good, there's fruits, you know. I mean, did you see what I'm saying? There's a lot of crap out there, and we need to set it right as a group. We need to become one of the most powerful pro-advocate groups out there. Or how do we change people? How do we bring a higher level of understanding and truth out there where those suffering have a remedy? So many, think of how many millions of are suffering that have no clue, just one, medical. That violates all laws of life, is there's not just one modality. That is not only a major antitrust violation in this country, but that's setting up dictatorship in one healing modality that kills 97% of the people that use chemo. And let me tell you, there's a lot. When you start looking at the fatal events of all these pharmaceuticals and adding them up worldwide, it would shock the average person. How bad is it when Consumer Reports right on the front cover puts protect yourself from your hospital stay? Last year, 440, basically a 500,000 died from just hospital errors. When you start adding up the deaths, it's astronomical. And naturopathy hasn't had one recorded death that I know of in many years, and neither has homeopathy. If they had, it's probably under the wrong, been blamed for something that they couldn't control. That's pretty bad when you're viewing an extreme killing machine against those that do no harm. That's how dumbed down we are. And that's how arrogant and egotistical they are. No offense, but this has got to change. And we're the only ones to infuse it. And we can infuse it with love. You know, I get a little raunchy here sometimes, but when you have to see the cases we have to deal with, after a while it stops being funny. Especially with the kids. It stops being real funny. There's real serious stuff out there, and it gets you, but you know, we all together working as a team, we can correct this and open up people's hearts and their awarenesses and save the kids and make for a good place to stay. There's always going to be the negative stuff and the negative karma ran off and stuff. That's always going to happen that way. What we're building today will be a while, you know, but so many people are turning on with the raw and getting their health back. It's so rewarding to see you guys out helping people and what we've got planned for the not only the Costa Rican project, but this association or society we want to really hands-on. We want to be able to go into courts for you, supply the attorneys for you, protect you as a parent, because this killing machine is going to stop. And so we're going to take care of the judges too, because we know RICO Acts, we know how to write the RICO Acts, and I don't know about other countries and stuff, but whatever we have to do to change man, we need to do that. So if we all feed into one big group and have very like-minded sentiments, we're going to do it. So there'll be different aspects of this. We'll have the detoxification centers and regeneration centers where we can regenerate. Of course, our mission is going to be to train the world on raw foods. And the fact that detoxification is their doorway to Wellville. And get out. And there's so many facets to this, from turning on the world to organic growing in pyramid greenhouses and things like this. This is what we need, Yam. Instead of complaining, why don't you be part of that and help us to get the world into putting fruits and vegetables everywhere? I'm sure I know where you're from, and you could certainly help your place to do that. Let's see here. Yeah, going on here. There's only one problem. My understanding is still minimal, and I'm scared that if I do this, the sugar in the fruit will cause acne. It's not the sugar in the fruit, my friend. It is the astringents. Astringents start turning everything on. It starts pulling and drawing. Well, consider your skin as your largest eliminative organ. You eliminate acids and wastes and gases from your skin. And any day you can see it coming off of your skin. So your skin is an eliminative organ. What happens when elimination ceases from those tissues and stagnation begins? But of what system? See, you have to understand what system your integumentary system is tied to. That's your sewer system. That's the lymphatic system. And you have the skin, which is dubbed the third kidney, and you have two, some three, some only one other kidneys to help you. Right kidney drains right side of the body, left kidney left side, lymphatically speaking. So think, why do you have two organs in your body? Medical doctors say, oh, this gives you plenty of... Boy, if I only knew. We need all the kidney power we can get, not less, more. So you are constipated in a way of looking at it, my friend, lymphatically. And when you go to open that tree up, that constipation up, that's called rehydration. So you're rehydrating to open up this stagnant anionic environment that acidosis has created. By creating a more cationic environment, which is run through hydration and electrolytes, now you start hydrating and mobilizing fluid. And then your viscosity of fluids are more mobile and start moving. With the astringent values, this is why you see very little help from vegetables. Their astringent values are low. Even in the sweet fruits, detox can be lower than in your sub-2 acid sides, which are your more watery fruits. But it's just that it's going to clean you. Well, when you're opening your doors, you're going to see more acne. What are you seeing? The acne is a word they use for a disease. That's not what you're seeing. What are you seeing coming out of your skin? What's the real word for this, guys? Sewage. Acid sewage from the cell waste and byproducts. This is what you're seeing come out your skin. It's why it has a blowback on you. It's burning you. Generally, you have low thyroid where you can't sweat or open up enough that skin. But also check the other two kidneys. Hopefully you have two. They're not filtering at all. Check them out. Check your urine. Look at it. Remember the charts we show you on kidney filtration. See all the sewage in the urine here. That's what we want. But yes, you're going to open up, but that's a positive thing. It might not feel it or look it, but you're hydrating, you're getting things on the move, you're cleaning, and in the process of cleaning, sometimes it isn't pretty. Hello? I say we're so dumbed down that we expect that everything is going to be a ride on Fifth Avenue when we go into our body and do things. What? And for those practitioners that don't understand this, and I'm saying this to even medical doctors, get your shit together and start learning what we're up against instead of playing these little games that you're playing, costing all these people money for supplements they don't have and getting them nowhere. Understand detoxification and you'll understand the journey to Wellville. And detoxification means you could get skinnier and your skin could explode. Thank you. At least things are coming out. You can get mucus, cold and flu-like symptoms, aches and pains, absolutely. You can cough up tumors out of your mouth. Absolutely. That's all good stuff. This is all good stuff because where is it leading you? It's taking you to Wellville. Your train is driving into Wellville, my friends. That's all. But there's a process to get there. People have to get with that. I mean, excuse me? So there's a process, my friend. Don't worry about what you see. Go after that. You're not about carbon. You're about proteins. You've got to get these out of the body. These are acids. Get your kidneys filtering and take a huge burden off your skin. So I would hit with the 2 kidney formulas, the adrenal formulas, and go into my kidneys. You can use the skin formula too, but go after your GI tract. Go after your eliminative organs and get them to start eliminating. That's key. The same thing with bowels and everything else. We want to eliminate as well as we want to assimilate, and as well as we want to consume. We want all these processes to work because when we do, our vehicle is of a fine nature. It'll help us. It'll take us anywhere we want, pretty much. Can't fly, but you can fly outside of it. So I'd go for this, my friend. Jump in, Josh. The water's great. If your skin gets that way, use our burn salve. We got to burn salve because that's what's happening. Your skin is getting burnt bad from what? Not alkalis, acids. So use that burn salve to help you. It doesn't stop elimination because any other thing you stop and use, anything you use to suppress this creates an even greater blowback, as many of you already know. And for those of you that have been on steroids to treat these, look at Accutane. Look at people killed themselves, as we all know, right, over Accutane. What in the hell is going on in this world? That's what I want to know. You ever see Fifth Element with Bruce Willis? Well, I feel like that girl sometimes, and I'm sure a lot of you guys do. What in the hell is going on here?